Well, hello everybody. How are you today? This is Tracy Bowen, your Canadian Director of Sales and Training, and it is week 7, if you can believe it, of our Creating Momentum Challenge / workshops. And today's conversation is going to be about one of my favorites. And I know it's a huge question with so many of you. Hello, ladies. Thank you for hopping on. And that topic is all about duplication. And, when we're in the field and we are working, we often think about duplication as something that we do after we sponsor. And the reality of it is, thanks, Elise. You're so cute. The reality of it is we are leading by example right the first time someone ever meets you. And so if you only think about duplication after you've sponsored someone, you've missed a whole bunch of opportunities. So let's talk about what those opportunities might be. You're so cute, Ellen. Yes, we are going to get to the bottom of this for you. So think about and drop in the comments, what are the things that you want your people to do once they're a distributor? Do you want them to offer amazing customer service? Do you want them to ask for referrals? Do you want them to invite others to look at the amazing Senegence business? Do you want them to go live in their VIP groups or whatever you call your group? Do you want them to sell lots consistently every month? Do you want them to earn trips? Do you want them to become really knowledgeable about the products, right? I'm starting to see some yeses. What are the things that you want your team to do? And what I want you to think about is, how are you leading by example to get them to do those things? And I'll give you an example of this. Because all of the lessons that I have ever learned in my entire life, it feels, have come around by doing the wrong thing first. And so I pretty much have a story for everything. So here is my example of someone in my team actually taught me this, because they kind of called me out. And so what they said was, you're telling me that you want me to ask every single person that I do business with if they want to look at the business. And I said, yes, of course. And she said, well, you didn't do that. You didn't do that when I had a show for you. I had an event. How come you didn't do it? How can you ask me to do something that you didn't do? And she's 100% right. And so think about every single thing that you do for your business. Every interaction that you have with a customer is potentially a future distributor of yours. So you need to always be thinking about, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the things that I want my team to do? Because I'll tell you a little secret. As leaders in the field, we often think, well, I just won't tell them that part. But here's the thing. They know. They always know. And often it's because they were your customer first, so they know what you did. So if you're telling them to always offer the Senegence choice, but you're not leading by example. So duplication really truly starts here and here. Is that my heart? Maybe a little lower. So let's think about all the different ways. Drop them in the comments. What are the different ways that you can lead by example with your customers? Because those people who are thinking about it in the back of their mind, who may or may not join your team at some point, they are watching everything that you are doing. And they are going to expect that they will be able to do the same thing that you do and have similar success, right? I mean, it's only natural. Yes, we need to listen to our customers. We need to offer all the choices that they have available to them, right? We have to show up. Oh, Liz, I love that. Following up with every single sale. You know, that is Joni's bugaboo. I'm going to call it that. And that is something that all of us can improve on, is our follow-up. If you've got a great follow-up system, I would love to see that in the comments. Diana, absolutely. Be a product of the product. And what does that mean? Are you wearing the product when you are out and about? You don't always have to have a full face of makeup, but you always have to have a little something, something on, right? Otherwise, people are going to look at you and go, well, she doesn't even wear it, right? So we need to really be aware of what we are doing. Follow up, follow up, follow up. 100%. Asking for referrals. Offering the Senegent's choice to people. Letting them decide, right? It's never our choice whether they should have a business or not. It's theirs. We just have to let them know what's possible. Okay, I'm going to get off my bandwagon now because that is my huge bandwagon. I love that one. 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. I love that, Donna. Love it. Perfect. Okay, now what about once they're on your team? Then what do you do? This is the easiest way to think about it. Never walk alone. Anything that you are doing, offer someone else the option to shadow you. And if it's virtual, heck, you can have as many people shadowing you as you like. If you are doing a follow-up call, ask that person if it's okay with her if your team listens in. You can have them all on Zoom, you can have them on live, whatever it is, so that they hear what you hear. They'll hear how you react when someone says, no, I don't have a referral. And they'll see that you don't die, right? Because we don't. We don't like it, but we don't die. They'll see how you handle it when someone gives you a referral. They'll see how you handle it and the words that you are using when you're offering people the Senegent's choice. If you've got someone with you, like let's say you're going for your MUA, which if you don't have yet, I'm going to suggest that you want to lead by example and get that on your books right away. You want your team to do the same thing that you do. So you need to lead the way and show them that it's possible. So never walk alone. Where are you doing work? And how can you move that into a more public forum? And by public forum, I simply mean have one or more people shadowing you at the same time. If you are amazing at creating reels and that's your thing, how can you share that with your team so that you are doing it at the same time as you are teaching them? Because then you're also doubling down on your time. You are doing the thing that moves your business forward, and you're also teaching someone else how to do it. Here's the thing. It takes a little bit longer that way in the beginning. And supporting your people that little extra bit in the beginning will help them yield far bigger results. And at the end of the day, it will help them be empowered versus enabled, right? We don't want to do it for them. We want to teach them how to do it for themselves. If you are sitting down thinking, you know, I really got to stretch out of my customer base, I need to expand, do that brainstorm with people and then do the activity together. So if you are expanding your reach by doing an event, everybody do an event. You don't have to do them all together, or you may want to do an event and bring some people with you so that, again, they can hear how you speak to the people, how you stand, where you stand, in front of your table, behind your table, what are you doing, and how are you interacting with the people. We forget sometimes with all of this amazing technology that some people learn best by the doing, and they learn best by doing it with someone, not by themselves in front of a computer. Whoops, someone always texts me when I'm live. So funny. Okay, so we're never going to walk alone. I want you to drop in the comments as soon as you can think about, okay, what do I do for my business? And then flip that over to, how can I have someone or someone's from my team shadow me while I'm doing this? It may seem like a small thing to you, but it might be the thing that is hindering them from doing the same thing. Okay, I've only got a few minutes left. Oh my goodness. Okay, next, document your steps. Now, if you are not the kind of person that takes detailed notes, because there's lots of us out there who are not hyper detailed person, that's fine. Document your steps. You can document it in video. Super simple, right? You can just record yourself doing the thing and then share it with your team. Share it with your team and be open for conversation about it, because not everybody learns just from watching a video. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Okay, this is a big one. Your new team member, she joined you. She joined Senegence, but really, she joined you, Senegence. So you need to spend some time with her. Don't just send her over to Dots or any of your training Facebooks and say, let me know if you've got any questions, because I can tell you from firsthand experience, it doesn't work. We are in the relationship business. So you need to build that relationship with your person, lock arms with her, and really truly support her during her first 30 to 60 days. Help her earn as much as possible, because that wets the whistle for future, right? Oh my gosh, I did that. I want to do that again. It's exciting. It's motivating. And it also energizes you when you see her getting the results that she is looking for. So never think that a Facebook group or a video or any of those things will take the place of personal one-to-one conversations. It doesn't. You are the reason she joined. You. And you have your own unique talent and your own unique style. So use that to your benefit. Whatever your skills are, teach those. And the rest, say, hey, let's learn something new together and do those together. Because someone else on your team may have an entirely different skill set than you. So use those. Share the wins. This is super important, especially when someone is brand new. I want you to start recognizing the activity, not just the wins. Because if they do the same activity repeatedly over time, that yields success. So if they've asked one person for the Senegence, offered them the Senegence choice, give them a shout out, because that's big, right? Do you remember the first time you offered someone the Senegence choice? I sure do, when I was in the field, and I was terrified. Someone shouting you out for that is just a wonderful way to show that you know how they feel. You want to remember that empathy of, oh, she really went out of her comfort zone, and cheer her on for that, because those are important steps, right? No one became an expert overnight, and no one became an expert by watching a video. The comfort level, the expertise, that all comes from doing the do. So make sure you are shouting her out for all of the activities that she is doing, as well as any fantastic results that she has. Okay, this is one of my favorites. Make your student the teacher. And this is one of my tricks to doing really fun, easy meetings as a leader, and that is share the wealth. Ask each of your new people to teach something that they learned during their first 30 days. Did they learn how to place an order? Did they learn how to make a glamorous eye? Did they learn how to fill in their weekly sheet? Whatever it is that they learned, ask them to do that. They are stepping up, and they are presenting, and they are becoming a leader by taking those steps right away. So you want to empower them every way possible. It's the empowerment that leads to a strong, healthy team. Please don't enable them. Don't do it for them. You don't have to do everything. You just need to lock arms with them and do the things. You can also give them a reputation to live into. I told my team we were $1 million team way before we actually were. Like way before we actually were. Like when we were 3 people. I guarantee you, we were not $1 million team at 3 people. But I gave them a reputation to live into and a level of excellence that they knew what they were doing. And we did that strictly by locking arms, learning together, leading by example, all the way through. Those are the things that kind of catapulted us from 3 people to 1,300 people in a very short period of time. Enable nobody. Empower everyone. Okay, I am going to wrap it up. So here is your assignment for the next week. I want you to go through the things that you do on a daily basis, whatever those are. And I want you to think about, how can I make this duplicatable? How can I teach this to someone else at the same time as I'm doing it? And I want you to post in the comments right under here and share all of the ways that you are going to start creating duplication in your team. It all starts with you. It starts before you've even sponsored them. But even those who already have a team, that's okay. You can get started right away. Start leading by example and start sharing the wins with your team, and post below as you have your ideas come to you. I hope that helped you out a little bit. We've got some more happening in our promotion commotion this week for everyone who has signed up and is in the groups. So thank you for joining those. Thank you for joining this. We've got one more week next week, and I will pop this into the guides so that you'll have this for a record. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.